Hey, what's up, guys? Here's another video for Skylanders, Imaginators. I finally got this character like, all the way leveled up and all of her skills unlocked. This is Barbella. She's an Earth Elemental Sentinel. I don't know why she's not a Smasher, because she's an absolute Smasher, but for some reason she's just not. As you can see, her basic attack is to swing this big, like, double-sided club. If you do a attack combo, it causes those huge crystals to come up out of the ground, which is really cool. Let me show you real quick though on the upgrade path what I did. I had a choice between adding rock crystals, which I'll show you what the rock crystals are in depth after this. But I went the path for increasing the damage of my main weapon. So this one has rock crystals come out during your 3 attack. Barbell bash makes it so that my main attack does more damage. And when you do the 3 attack chain, which is this right here, where is it now? It's in here somewhere, right? Maybe it's here. There it is. There it is. Okay, when you hit attack, it sends out a cascading earthquake in front of you, which does quite a bit of damage. So that increases the length of the shockwave, and your basic attack does more damage. I did that just because it's very her attack, and in the beginning this character was not very good. I mean, her attack damage was really low, but it's super picked up as we got her upgraded. You can see those little brown things on the ground. If I hit them, they like shoot out forward, and if those hit an enemy, they do quite a bit of damage. The other upgrade tree was pretty much based around them. You can see there how that works. But this is the basic combo attack. It does a metric ton of damage. It's almost ridiculous. Then for the circle ability, you raise a set of stone hands out of the ground. See that guy hiding in the garbage can. But you raise a stone hand out of the ground, and it comes together and smashes whatever's in the middle. It's a cool ability, but the game, because you can't really be precise with where you're putting it, it doesn't always work out, you know, just the way you want it to. But it is a really neat ability. It reminds me of like something you'd see in like a MOBA or something. I think it's really cool. And again, even doing that puts those crystals down on the ground, which then you can spawn out and do a crap ton of damage with. Let me get this garbage can guy out of here, and I'll show you the one ability. Oh boy, she's taking a lot of damage. She, once you get her upgraded, she has a lot of health too, by the way. Here's her one ability. Or 2 ability. It brings down a gigantic block, and then you just instead of lock into him, and it liquefies everything. You know what I mean? It's really good.
I mean, do I even have thumbs? Who knows? Maybe.
So the other upgrade path really focused in on those rock crystals and made them a little more like auto-aim, to where they would seek out enemies no matter which direction you're facing. The way that I have it, you kind of have to be facing the enemies, but they still do a good amount of damage and everything. I'm trying to vary up the attack so you get a real good look at everything. As I said, she was very slow to get to be a really viable character. But once you pick your upgrade path and start going down it, like, her damage potential increases astronomically. I was actually kind of not looking forward to doing the arena because she struggled so much for me early, but she just really came online late. She also has really good health, but her mitigation doesn't seem that great. I could be wrong, and I frequently am, but you can see how strong that ability is where you put the block down. Okay, here is her Sky Chi. I guess I'll just use it here. She just goes into like super crazy weightlifter mode. It's kind of silly, but it's cool. She also has this ability, which is if you tap circle a bunch of times,
Can you believe we used to fight against the Skylanders broccoli guy?
Yeah, and looking back
she buffs herself, does more damage, she's more impervious to damage. Her things, you can see the rock crystals kind of travel to me, which then makes them automatically, you know, automatically head toward the enemies. Rico, stop. So it adds just a lot of damage. You can see it lasted a pretty good time. It just now dropped off. I don't really need to do this to kill a Chompy, but, you know, why not? This ability with the thing is just bonkers, man. Like, it's so crazy.
Oh, these bad guys simply do not stand a chance. No chance standers, they.
Oh, this might be a good time to
It's just such a strong combo. It's really hard. I mean, you can definitely mix it up and use the stone hand and the big block. Especially if you're like one-on-one with like a high health enemy.
Sky Chi power ready.
So there's her Sky Chi again. It's pretty strong. And also, as you can see, it hits from any distance. So even though it kind of looks like it's maybe a more melee-oriented thing, it actually has pretty much infinite range.
Skylander, the machine being you and feed being food.
Uh-oh, we got ourselves a classic case of defeated enemy right there.
So there you go. That is Barbella. She's a strong,
Oh yeah, and beautiful
not as
victory with
tanky as you
Skylanders.
might think, but she does have a lot of health. She has even more health than
They really proved today that they are just better at fighting than these other
somebody
guys.
like Hoodsickle, who I thought would have like the highest health in the game. She has over 1,000.
Skylander, that
Whoa,
was awesome.
she's like
And I'm
gigantic.
talking about the good kind of awesome here too. Although, now that I
If you
think
can
about it,
level her
there
up
really is no other kind. Well,
quickly,
anyway, nice
it's the
job.
best to do with this character. Don't get frustrated though if you play and she, you know, you struggle with her at first. For me anyway, it took a while for her to get her damage built up. So just to look at one more time at those abilities, she has like her base attack, which combos into that. It drops these on the ground, which then you can knock around like hockey pucks, kind of. Then she brings their stone hand up out of the ground, and then if you tap that, I think it's 5 times, she goes into like berserker mode, which gives her boosts all across the board. And then if you press your 2 attack, brings up a huge block, which damages when it hits, and then it also damages when you knock it across the map. And then her Sky Chi power, she does like the crazy barbell lifting, and it's super damaging as well.
New head.
Hipster head. Well, I can definitely make good use of that. So that's Barbella, guys. I think she's a really good character, aside from just taking a while to kind of come into her own. But I hope you liked seeing her abilities. I'll continue to cover the senseis. At some point, I'll show you guys some of my custom characters. I made one of myself, actually, and I made one of a homeless guy that actually turned out kind of cool. So hopefully I will see you guys soon, and I hope you liked the video.